Som, testando.
Warning, Kai. One more, and I put a bullet in your leg.
And here I thought we were getting along. You know, if you just tell me where the claviger is, I'd get out of your hair.
He's out on official business. That's all you need to know.
So he didn't tell you either, huh?
Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And she's late. Probably died at sea. Good riddance. Wait, you're the... Oh, fuck.
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so...
Uh-oh. Get ready to be disappointed.
Forgive me, again. We're having a bit of an emergency. No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger. Well, he's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradise's mayor, more or less. Most people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So, we made up some new ones.
No, there's some kind of blight in the wilderness and rumors of plague. They went to investigate. Nature has a mind of its own in these parts. When the ecosystem changes, we ask ourselves how and why.
Leaderless and rudderless is the natural state of things in Paradise anyway. Keeps things interesting.
Sorry, Envoy, but no one's here to receive it.
Nonsense. There's a small army of pickpockets, smugglers, and scoundrels between those walls who'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Just ignore him.
Where did you say they went? Because I've got an idea.
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up? Name's Kai. I've been a soldier, a sailor, and a halfway decent baritone.
He's a troublemaker, but a damn qualified one at least.
I knew you had a soft spot for me. See, Cynric, I knew someone would appreciate me for me.
Kai, before you go, I just hate to send the envoy out there. The wilderness is no place for a scholar. Make sure she comes back alive, or the Steel Garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
The Steel Garrote are here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say.
That's certainly what they'd like you to believe. Sounds like their reputation back home in Adir isn't any better than it is here.
They're an order of religious cutthroats, sharpening their blades for the glory of the burned queen. Oof, creepy bunch, too. Who needs enemies when you have friends like the Steel Garrote? Maybe it's better if you don't mention me at all. Speaking of the Steel Garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwine, is eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you. I heard she's a monster, the personal handmaiden of the burned queen. But that's not all. They say she fell in battle in the Deadfire, and death spat her back out.
Right behind you. We've got to find your ambassador and my claviger before something else does. I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land after that voyage. Come on, let's get you some fresh air. Horgrunen left these beacons all
City's
over
getting
the island.
crowded.
They're good for finding your
Pretty
way
soon the
around.
Adirans will outnumber us 3 to 1.
Why doesn't the Collaborature put a stop to it?
Why do you think, dimwit? He's nice and cozy in the Ambassador's
Don't,
pocket.
don't get too used to the comforts of Paradise.
Please, how hard is it to answer a question?
I don't trifle with souls, ma'am.
They're tearing my home apart. Never mind. I can't believe how rude everyone is around here. How hard could it be to find a watcher? That's a long way to walk. Oh well. The house is probably a loss by now. I'm clearly under some kind of curse. A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do? Why did they do anything? They've probably eaten all my food and destroyed my supplies. I don't know what else. First, my ship gets attacked by pirates. Then none of my plants will take. Now this happens? And they won't let me into Paradise to sort it out? Too long. I'm not sure how much of it is the militia anyway. I wonder if it's really the Adirans. Keep us out and themselves in. I should never have come here.
Come here for a better life and find a worse one. Wish I hadn't heard that before.
Then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. The Zorips saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them. And make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them. Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
What harm could some new armor do? Look good and stay alive.
Welcome to Dawnshore, Traveler. My name is Dagerda. You seem like you could use a nice potion or a bite to eat. If you're looking for a weapon or a shield, talk to Walter over there. Just don't expect much. I like him just as much as one should like an ex-husband, and not 1 ounce more. Is there? It's possible. But I think what we had is very much in the past. To be honest, stranger, I'm not inclined to go into it. He knows what he did. And let's leave it at that.
The living lands are a dangerous place. Heading out to the wilds? Make sure you have everything you need. You don't want to... Kai, I told you not to show your face around here again.
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. Now don't mind him. What are you interested in? Yeah, some of the oldest in Paradise. He's a headache, but that's because you want him to come back alive.
So you do care.
I lied to the Garrote for you. Do I have to spell it out?
Isso aqui é interessante.
Protect that pretty face. Armor and shields for sale, envoy.
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Volter is here. I don't know what Daggerda told you, but I stake my reputation on every item, and that does still mean something. That's a personal matter, my friend. Suffice it to say, she thinks I threw away something important. And I say I didn't!
Caro pra caralho, porra, tá maluco? Lá na cabanazinha da mina lá.
I've come in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area?
I suppose so. There are some forbidden ruins to the north, just across the river from the strait. Forbidden are said to have men
trained. Think the living lands will stop to let you rest? Pick up that weapon and keep training. What kind of stance is that? Get serious. I'm busy. Unless you're here to train, don't bother me. I'm busy. Swing like you mean.
Venture past the palisades at your own risk. There's no guarantee of safety out in the wilds.
Beautiful view from these cliffs. Real long way down, too. Zarps. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful.
Let's see what you got.
Beyond sync!
Watch the left.
Beyond sync!
You're not looking so good. seen?
Zarops. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful.
Let's see what you got.
Beyond sync!
Left flank. I need him. Next one's mine.
Beyond sync!
Another win. But who's counting?
This is the Hengen's place. Or was. It's the Zarops now. A friendly Zarup. Don't see that every day. Of course, you don't see them fighting their friends every day either. I don't speak Zarup, but it definitely answered you. I agree. He's not hurting anyone. What made him come this way, though? I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf and Zarep holding hands. What do you see? You'd know better than me. Take a look around before we go. Anything juicy? Well, Dehangan's the only one who can make sense of it. We should talk to her.
We've already had to move back the Palisades line a few times.
Saves from skates for the rest of us.
Sorry, boys. Seems luck is on my side.
Tildy at the bathhouse, more like. I saw her give you those lucky dice.
Oh, I think you're just jealous that she likes me more than you.
If she likes you that much, why is she still charging? Shut up and roll, you two.
Look alive, Dragon.
Tem comentários.
Incompetence. My grandfather could do a better job than you lot. He's missing both arms. Put your backs into it. These Palisades aren't gonna hold themselves. Another recruit. By the flames, Cynric finds the strangest types.
Real generous with compliments, that Cynric.
Oh, she said that, did she? I knew she was sweet on me. Spar with me. Let me show you exactly what this unparalleled man-at-arms can do. Oh, it'll be fun, all right. In Mogren's name, prepare yourself.
Take your best shot.
Worth it. It's all right, I knew it. Well done. You have passed.
We'll
get him next time.
It's clear I underestimated your prowess. Fierce as a Rathoon you are, envoy. Now for your prize. Our surplus includes a large hammer, an arquebus, a spear, and a wand. What say you, huh?
A varinha, né?
Magic was never my strong suit, but you seem like the type that could make it work. Favor the arcane over the martial, It is done. May Mogren's wrath fall upon your enemies, envoy.
What kind of stats is that? Get serious or get lost.
Maybe it's superstition, but Audra like this usually marks a good spot to rest.
É, se quer, maluco.
Oh, please tell me I can go home now. And you found the leader, right? Like I asked you to? You're... All right, you're not wrong. But it may be more than that. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you'd do anything to find out why you're meant to be here? I'd love to. I'm not good at anything, no matter what I put my mind to. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half? I thought if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose or something. And then I came here and found a Zorip. But what do I do about it? How do I not think about what I can never have? I'm so... I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again. Are you serious? How could anything be worse than a Zorip? That's possible? I never thought I'd say I was lucky, but I'll go. I'll be brave. I'll find it. I really hope you're right. Oh, I forgot. You still deserve to be paid for your time, if nothing else. I didn't think... Well, it's nice to get help from an Adiran. I'll say that much.
First Kevin leaves, now his letters won't turn up. Que larde. I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place? I apologize. My curiosity got the better of me. Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you? I assume that's a no? Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height. He must have gone farther than I thought. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him. Bandits, smugglers, spiders with eyes as big as plates.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3, this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you. Thank the gods! At least coin will get me somewhere. When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Hightown. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
Do then.
Die alongside you, probably. You fall, we fall. It's that sort of thing.
Our armor could use some work. Let's check the watermill for supplies. Oh, look, Paradise and Ladder. When heated, the resin is hard metal that strengthens weapons and armor. Incoming Zara!
Let's see what you got.
Those arms must have been scavenging supplies too. You got everything you need to fix up your armor. Let's head to camp.
Just like the good old days.
I think there's something on the upper floor. You might be able to reach it from outside.
We're set. Beyond sync. Beyond sync. We're set.
Show me what you got.
Give me a target. Where's my mark? Coming from your right. Hey! Over here! Good one!
A mãe dessa porra desse besouro.
Even Park-Rune and walls can't stand against this place. Park-Rune built these walls and much of Paradis centuries ago. Much of their work still stands.
Come and get me! Next one's mine.
Beyond sync!
You're not looking so good.
We're set rough!
To your left.
Beyond sync!
One for you.
We're set rough!
Bichinho dessa lança que é chata pra caralho, velho. Que pariu.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, caralho, esqueci que não é. Não é um que troca de arma essa porra, velho. Assim vai ficar melhor.
Wilds are getting deadlier by the day, but people have to eat.
Hey! Over here!
We're set rough!
You're mine now! Come and get me!
We're set rough!
A rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
Porra, é essa?
Ah, didn't used to be this overgrown. I can take care of that if you want. I'm always telling visitors we're not as crazy as they've heard.
We're set rough!
I got a bad feeling whatever that bear is jumping on.
Nice shot!
That's a bad way to go.
We make a good squad.
It's almost like the Scrambles are trying to...
Hey! Over here!
What's that rock?
Nice!
What's that rock?
Zarups. I don't usually venture out here.
Let me catch my breath. Next one's mine.
What's that rock?
Hold on.
What's that rock?
Que chato da porra, velho.
What's that rock? What's that rock?
This one's mine. Let's see what you got. One for you!
The scourge invades. Claw it out. It breathes. It is close.
That's the claviger. What happened?
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after. Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after.
Oh, no, you don't. Hey! Over here!
What's that rock? What's that rock?
Still recover.
What's that rock?
Give me a second.
What's that rock? What's that rock?
I need a minute. Come and get me!
What's that rock? Beyond sync! What's that rock? Beyond sync!
Take that, you monstrosity! Well done!
What happened to that bear?
Oh, poor bastard. One of Ludwine's toy soldiers. I never even learned their name. Oh, my savior. Oh, thank the gods. Your arrival couldn't have been more timely. Well, the Clavager and I were investigating a disturbance. But sadly, it got the better of us.
Eamon was no stranger to disturbances, inside or outside the city walls. I never would have expected him to be caught off guard.
Ambassador Falchion Heelguard at your service. And you must be our Imperial envoy. Better late than never, I say. I'm happy to drop the formalities if you are. Oh, pity you were too late for the Clavager. Damn good fellow. It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late. Not before I've had the chance to tidy up some unfinished business. We heard alarming reports of a blight in the wilderness, and a strange corruption moving toward the city. The changes in the ecosystem are expected, but this one was progressing too rapidly to ignore. We tracked the corruption all the way here, but all we found was that creature gone mad. So, the rumors of plague were true. The situation is more dire than I imagined. We need a plan of action before whatever this is consumes the living lands.
We are here. Come to us. Commune with us. We have waited for you. Come.
What's the matter? Can you hear me? Well, that's encouraging. The Emperor trusts your judgment, and so do I. Whatever you think is best, I'll support it. You know something of our troubles. That much is clear. What would you have us do? You suspect a connection. Interesting. Ardra is said to be filled with essence, soul stuff, and maybe the essence will respond to a godlike's touch. Oh, just be careful. The Emperor would never forgive me if anything happened to you.
Take it slow. We'll be right here.
is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting. A colony of insects. The many united by one purpose. Mycelia twining through the loam, taking and giving in equal measure. We are the ache in the land, the roots that run deep. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured, but you too are alone in your strangeness. Godlike. This term means nothing to us. But why would you belong to another, shackled to their will? Shackled like us to rot and corruption. It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Poor bear. Poor us. Poor you. Yes, the air sings with its spores. It is everywhere. We can feel it. We fear it. We can see where it spreads. It is an infection. A foreign body invades. The host fights back. It overwhelms us. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do? Nurse it, care for it, grow it like the vines. We were loved once, perhaps. We remember, almost. A thought, like motion in the water. The rot festers. We could suck the poison out. Let green things grow in its place, and we could give you the gift of our healing touch. But a favor for a favor. Would you help us in return when we ask it? We offer you the power to heal and be healed, and you would wheedle and bargain? Decide. Do you wish this power or not? A favor for a favor, then. This place shall heal, and you shall know our power. We tire. New again this world, new again words. We will find you soon.
Incredible. Envoy, I don't know what you did, but that was miraculous.
You all right? You look like you were in a trance for
Cara
several
que vai dar
minutes.
problema.
What happened? What can you recall? Spare no detail. An attack on your very soul. Well, such an event could have killed someone, or worse.
Be careful where you go saying that. Nowadays, that kind of talk makes people nervous.
Inquisitor Ludwig will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Steel Garrote, as long as they do the same. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwig is obsessed with our security. Sees enemies lurking around every corner. The Steel Garrote provide us some much-needed protection, but they answer only to themselves. We have our interest in the living lands, and they have theirs. A mutually beneficial arrangement. Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor. Ah, you're going to be troublesome, aren't you? At least you're on our side. We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the Paradise militia give you free passage into the city. Ah, Envoy, what you've done here is truly amazing. Let's keep up the good work, eh?
Just watch your step. There are swaths of the city barely more civilized than this. Whatever the Inquisitor's like, she can't be worse than that big, can she? You are full of surprises, Envoy. I'd heard God Knights have strange powers, but I've never known one to heal an entire throat. Guess your Emperor really did seem the right person for the job, huh? Still, you have your work cut out for your Paradise. Enjoy the calm while you can. Let's talk the next time where I can. think I should know more about you.
The path to Paradise is a tad overgrown, but I can find my way back.
You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Cynric, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position. You must have gone through one of Adir's famous academies. I can't imagine you had time for much other than your studies, so tell me, is this your first time getting dirt under your fingernails? A word of advice, then. Practical application in the Living Lands usually involves a dagger, or bow, or baking mold, if that's all you have on hand. Don't ask. What I really want to know, since hard questions are your specialty, is why the Emperor would send his best scholar all the way to the Living Lands. A journey to the Living Lands is one way for most. This island's always had a way of swallowing people whole. An entire civilization disappeared here, if you can believe it. And this was all before the Dream Scourge. Now? Much bigger. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case. I like your confidence. Just be careful how you express it. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador. I was in rough shape when I came to Paradise a few years back. Clavenger Amond helped me get settled here. He may be on his way back to the wheel, but he'd hunt me down in the next life if I let Paradise go to the dogs in his absence. So for now, that means helping you get to the city, and hopefully shedding some light on the Dream Scourge. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course. Just be careful where you say that. That's the kind of talk that may get people thinking you've got the Dream Scourge. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while. They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge. No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first. Shoot. That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting, looking for a change. A settlement called Thirdborn. It's a rugged little place, lots of Rawatayan expatriates. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, we were talking about something else, yeah? You know where to find me. Nice work. That'll help against whatever we face out there. After your voyage, it must... Be nice to spend the night on dry land. Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is.
Hey! Over here!
You take me.
Não é você.
Olha lá, baitola.
Você.
Another down.
Será que legal? Deixa, será que
Ready for more?
Sim. Vou dar um pouco de teste. Ai, vou tentar pegar o caçador.
Not bad. It's got natural light, right on the river, just needs a little upkeep.
Na terceira bombada, veio um caldinho. Eu falei, não, eu acho que eu tô salivando demais. Meio bêbado, entendi direito o que tá acontecendo. Aí eu comecei, falei, cara, eu fui, começou a ser mais. É que eu preciso me alimentar.
Você vai em partida privada, aí você coloca o que mesmo?
Colisão.
Modo de jogo. Colisão?
Uhum.
Na casa dela, e aí no vídeo vai bem assim. Ela pega o quarto dela, ele sabe como ela é. Você, por exemplo, tá numa situação dele, você vai tirando tudo pra fora. E aí você desce na boca onde?
Vou tentar. Foda que pra pegar o catalisador, aquela pistolinha lá exótica das senhoras da guerra, você tem que fazer um bagulho, você tem que coletar aqueles ossos, né? No modo. No modo mais treteiro lá. Que bosta. Preguiça do caralho fazer isso.
Jogando esse Avowed aqui. O jogo tá brabo.
É o quê?
Tô jogando Avowed. O jogo tá brabo.
Eu vou falar. Ué, você comprou?
Não, tá no Game Pass.
Ah.
Gameplay tá da hora pra caralho do jogo, o jogo tá bonito, porra. Primeira vez que eu jogo RPG em primeira pessoa, velho. Curtindo pra caramba esse aqui.
Pelo trailer que eu vi, esse bagulho, as caralhas 4, ele pareceu muito interessante, viu?
O estilo de luta é da hora, você pode carregar... Acho que é 2 tipos de classe diferentes.
Well, well. If it isn't the new arrival. So eager to make a name for herself.
Eu vou esperar pra sair o Path of Exile 2, mano. No grátis, pra poder jogar. Ele também tá precisando ser bem legalzinho.
PL2 eu também vou jogar quando sair de graça.
I'm your death, swift and subtle, like a blade in the dark.
And this here is Pod.
Hello.
Ah, velho, vai tomar no cu.
I can see which of you two is the
Já pega
poet.
esse pod e corta pros dois lados já, esse
you're
filho da
both short
puta.
on common sense.
Me and Pod, we aren't so fond of Outlanders, especially ones looking as strange as you. For all we know, you're one of those sick bastards. A plague carrier. A blight on our fair city.
Hey, boss. If she's really sick, maybe we shouldn't get too close.
Shut it, Pod. Let me do the talking.
You're doing great so far. Really menacing.
No one brings the plague into my town, Outlander. No one. At least you can die knowing it wasn't personal.
Boss, is that true?
What did I tell you, Pod? I do the talking.
Oh, could a watcher really do that? To track down a murderer by asking the dead who killed him? I don't believe you, but I don't want to find out I'm wrong.
Nicely done.
I can't do this anymore. Thieving and killing, it's just not in my blood.
You ungrateful nitwit! Once I'm done with the Outlander, I'm coming after you.
Good. I was getting tired of listening to them anyway.
Here we go!
We're setting up! Ah, porra, que tirão.
Uai, tia. Uai. Gostou de tirão de doce na boca, filha da puta? Vai querer me roubar agora? Desgraçada. Vagabunda. O cara aqui é parça, tá? Ele anda com a escopeta e eu ando com a magia. Eu bato de longe e ele sarrapa ela de perto. Só no tirão de 12.
Ela tá ravada quebrada.
Ai, cara.
Nice banner, ain't it? I found it on the beach, covered in bird shit.
Se foda com a sua bandeira, meu irmão.
Welcome to Paradise, Envoy. Yamba.
Olha.
Good work out there, Envoy. Only just arrived and you're already the talk of the town. Well, the ambassador ordered me to give you free access to the city. No idea why he's calling the shots all of a sudden, but...
That sounds ominous.
Anyway, you can go on ahead. The ambassador's expecting you.
Colisão. Nossa, menina bonita, hein?
Minha personagem, pai, qual foi?
Ah, legal.
Esquenta não, o pai é bom pra customizar personagem.
Well, she comes and goes. You never know where she'll turn up, and it's never for a good reason.
Talvez eu fique off, sabadão.
Once you're in the city, you'll
Ai,
find the
meu
Adira
Deus do
embassy
céu.
due north of the gatehouse.
Talvez,
Take care, envoy.
se tudo der certo, vou brincar de
What?
fazer bebê.
No parting words from me after all the time we spent together?
Shove
Take it
off,
off my
muttonhead.
helmet.
How's that for a parting word?
With talk like that, it's no wonder the Adirans think we need a little civilizing. At least I'm in good company
A
now.
little civilizedly. Right? No right. Wazirovski.
Chora.
Mamma mia. Ikazirovski.
Caralho, tomei uma flechada no bucho.
Gratuito assim?
Gratuito, pai.
Caralho.
Ô, louco. Virei o Jace, foda-se. Jace não, o Victor. Que porra é essa, velho? Ó.
Brinca aí sim.
Lá na ascendente, pai.
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here?
Barosaletes vermelhas.
Você de novo, é melhor que você não seja o motivo de eu estar onde quer que eu esteja. Você está me perguntando, nem sequer eu entendo o que acabou. Literalmente isso.
Then your soul found us, here in the emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait. A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us, but now we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive.
Claro, grande ajuda você foi.
Worse, you died. Someone cut short your span. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins.
Porque tipo, beleza, a voz é feminina, mas por que tem que ser silhueta de uma mulher?
It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind.
Foda.
Ué, como assim?
Nada não, só. Eu meus pensamentos. Não, tipo assim, que eles jogam tipo, um bagulho, uma deidade pós-vida como um feminino. Acho que o certo mais seria um bagulho, tipo, sem sexo definido, tá ligado?
Eu acho que, tecnicamente tinha que ser isso mesmo, até porque quando a gente se encontra com ela a primeira vez, essa voz aí se denomina como vários insetos que se fundiram, criaram vida própria e tal, então realmente não tem um sexo definido essa porra aí. Mas enfim, só quero jogar.
Tá foda dropar esse catalisador, hein, viado?
Meu amigo, eu fiz mais de 40 vezes essa porra aí. Que pena não ter levado a pessoa que me matou comigo.
We would see them hurt too, writhing like a dying.
Caralho, também gostaria de vê-la sofrer por cento, sei lá o quê.
We could send you back. Just this once.
Só dessa vez? Tem que ter uma pegadinha, o que isso vai custar?
We are leaf and root,
Estamina na prisão. Somos folhas e raiz. Somos riacho e mar. Ajude-nos. Sentimos a poder da
We fear how it seeps into us, into our memories. You must find us, free us from our prison. We will use our waning strength to free you. Then you must find us, free us from our prison. You are ours. We tend to the sprout on the bough. Breathe deep. All earth is agony.
O cara vai tomar um susto, viu? O cara voa. Mulher voltou dos mortos. A cara da mulher.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands. A voice? Tell me more. Suit yourself. Adirans are a tight-lipped bunch, aren't they? Your friend here carried you halfway across the city. Made quite the spectacle.
Probably not the grand imperial entrance she was aiming for. Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill. Hey, I'm sure you would have slung me over your back too, if our situations were reversed.
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died. You say that like it's a good thing, but the mortal soul is not adept at coping with trauma.
What does this mean for her? Should she expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible.
Anything she should avoid. Strenuous exercise, hard drink, strong sveff.
Look for patterns. If your friend has any troubling signs, be attentive to what triggers them. This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul. You've worked with one before. Good. You have an open mind. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job. Your confidence is appreciated, Envoy. Runid's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the Watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt
Onde
want to talk
retorno
to
é
you.
esse, velho, caralho?
I hope you aren't thinking of confronting your killer. Not that it's any of my business. Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy. Apologies. Paradise is a bit of a maze, especially to newcomers.
Don't worry. I know my way around. Which is why I should go with you. Your assassination is bound to have stirred things up. Hey, my schedule was clear. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do. The sooner we solve your
Não vai sair do controle não, assim que eu encontrar o filho da puta que me matou.
We should talk back at camp. I'm hoping you can help me understand what just happened to you.
Hey, I had a dream about you. In my dream, you were surrounded by light, but it was shining from inside. You weren't alone either. There were others. Some of them loved you, others were afraid of you, but they all followed you. Also, there was a tree that wasn't a tree? Oh, it made sense at the time. I can't remember anymore. It's a pity dreams aren't made to last.
É fácil pra fazer o catalisador da arma ou nada?
Do quê? Que arma?
Da detetor da rainha.
Ué, você só vai pegar o catalisador, você só precisa matar com ela. Você pega o save do bot lá da Suroshi lá, acabou. Só ficar matando bicho lá.
Muita kill?
Hã?
Muita kill que precisa fazer?
Ah, cara, eu acho que eu fiz umas... Sei lá, umas... Acho que umas 500 kills, eu acho. 500, 600 kills.
Meu Deus.
É, mano, por ida lá, por run lá, se fizer certinho, é 100 mob que você mata, velho, rapidão.
É foda você matar sem mob com a arma pesada, né?
Você não sabe como é que funciona desertor, né, pelo visto.
Não, como é que funciona?
É, ela tem uma reação em cadeia, tá? Basicamente, ela também atravessa os bichos. E outra, você pode usar a flecha do caçador pra juntar todo bicho, você só dá um tiro em um. Todos os outros que morrer vai contar. Isso é o básico que todo mundo usa pra upar, pra catalisar arma pesada.
Envoy, could I speak with you for a moment? So, you're that godlike, the Adiran envoy. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the Strangleroot, right? I'm just trying to help some friends of mine. They're Adirans, but they've had a string of bad luck. Is there any chance you could lend them a hand? Oh, heroic and observant, huh? Joking aside, I know this seems strange, but they helped me out when I needed it. I'm just trying to return the favor. Galarde. Lofled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of adherents. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an adherent in the city. Now they're everywhere. Anyway, with all these adherents coming in, Loveled and Gladvine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, then it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back. They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adherents in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladvine, poor soul, he's gone blind from bad drink. Exactly. And the required herbs grow in the wilds around Paradis. It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folk. I'm sure it will be no problem.
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima. Many thanks, Envoy. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Land deeds. They've already paid for them. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork. I don't know. That's the problem. Mako and I had a falling out a while back. It's best if someone else goes. Thank you, Envoy. God bless you.
Tragedy. Recently arrived envoy from Adir was assassinated.
Walk in, give her the letter, and go. You can do this.
So close. But what's the point? It's useless without that Adra. Oh, you're a special one, you are. I thought all the godlikes were taken back, wherever they came from. Don't mean a thing by it. I'm glad to see not all the gods have abandoned us. No, of course I'm not drunk. I am an alchemist. You should know, this place is heading quickly into a swamp of madness. Even the plants and the animals feel it. I would say, welcome to the living lands, but things have gotten even stranger lately. Sapiento di Falva, alchemist and dreamer, at your service. My latest experiment was meant to solve the scourge that has come over the local flora and fauna, but it wasn't meant to be. I expected my main reagent to be delivered today, but I suppose the gods had other ideas. Awakened Adra has already failed me. No, I have the misfortune of requiring luminous Adra for this experiment. The gentlemen who are supposed to acquire my Adra have not delivered it, and they seem to be avoiding me, as if they fear my wrath. Which is impossible. Yes, I thought so too. But they offered a very sensible deal and swore they had a supplier. Certainly seemed honest to me. My friends must have lied. Or they got the Adra and they lost it. I can't imagine why else they would be acting so strange about it. Interesting that you think I'd name names while talking to the newly arrived envoy from Adir. But yes, Adelgund, often by the western gate, she knew some animancers and she might know something. Hmm? I'd be very grateful. I know it looks like I'm crying, but it's from the acrid fumes I inhaled earlier. Hmm? Any luminous Adra will do, he said, as if the stuff were falling from the sky.
The hunters set that up as a way to earn some extra coin.
You there! Are you just going to stand there and gawk at that body all day?
You, what are you doing? This is a crime scene. That's evidence.
That's the Imperial envoy.
Huh? Ah, I've seen worse. Huh? Huh?
Envoy? Damn this city. Every day someone new turns up dead. Envoy?
I wouldn't go up there, stranger. That's Sparrowhawk territory. Hail. I take it you're new to these parts? If so, you're going to want to heed my advice. Up these stairs is the Pearl District. Ever since the Sparrowhawks took over, it's become a right deadly place. A group of smugglers, vicious killers, the lot of them, as far as I'm concerned. A number of artisans actually support these piles of Stelgar dung, if you can believe it. They see them as a beacon of independence, resisting your countrymen.
Das 19 às 21. Já vai pegando a roupa tudo aí pra quando a minha chegar, já aí demorar. Que roupa? Roupa, calcinha, mas levar tudo. Chinelo, tudo. Você veio falar agora? Implemento uma coisa. O que é essa? Qual que é essa arma? Que eu nem lembro, mas que porcaria é essa, velho? Implemento maligno. Implemento maligno, mano. Qual que porra é essa? Ô, Zé, qual que é essa arma aí? Implemento maligno, ela é o quê? Eu não lembro.
Implemento maligno?
É.
Tô lembrado não, cara. Não sei se eu... Não, sniper não vai ser. Não vou ver se é uma sub.
Troquei essa bosta de catalisador em vez da.
Elemento maligno. Cara, não tô lembrado, velho. O negócio me pegou. Deixa eu ver
Deixa eu
aqui.
só conquistar aqui. E eu dar uma olhada. Implemento maligno, viado.
Ah, tá. É um batedor. Pesquisei aqui. É um batedorzinho, velho, bosta de estágio que veio na temporada aí, que a missão é chata pra caralho e o batedor é uma bosta. A bosta sim, né? Pra mim é uma merda, mas pra algumas pessoas é bom pra fazer build. Basicamente ele deixa lento e congela quando você dá HS.
Então, sabe o que eu falo a respeito disso? Foda-se. Estrela guia. Ah. É. Ok, implemento maligno. Que bosta, que bosta.
E o filme lá, vai querer assistir não?
Depois ele assiste mais tarde, o que você acha?
Aham. E ainda baixei uma série que acho que você vai curtir. Eu tava assistindo há um tempo atrás, só que eu
Qual que é o nome?
parei. É Origem.
Origin é do quê? Eu não lembro, eu já vi já falar disso aí.
Cara, eu acho que você vai achar familiar. Você já deve ter visto falar. Tipo, uma família tá viajando no trailer, aí eles estão viajando, tipo, tem uma árvore parada no meio da rua, eles têm que desviar o caminho. E quando eles passam por um vilarejo, tem um pessoal fazendo enterro e tal, todo mundo começa a olhar pra eles. É, tipo, eles só seguem viagem. Continuam andando de novo e do nada, eles passam pelo vilarejo de novo. Aí eles começam a dar várias voltas e passando pelo mesmo vilarejo, até que os caras param ele e falam, mano, o negócio é o seguinte, vocês não vão conseguir sair daqui, vocês estão presos aqui. Toda vez que vocês tentar sair, vocês vão dar um loop e voltar pra cá. E esse lugar é amaldiçoado. Você tem que ficar dentro das casas e botar essa pedrinha pendurada na porta aí, porque senão vai vir umas pessoas aí que parecem umas pessoas, só que no final das contas é uns capeta que vai te matar.
E é sério isso aí? Tá com cara de filme aqui esse filme.
Não, não, é sério. É tipo uma série que... Cara, é muito mistério. Tipo, do suspense, essas coisas, tá ligado? É bem da hora, velho. Eu tava assistindo a primeira temporada, eu curti pra caralho. Só que a segunda, eu tentei assistir. Aí tava em inglês e tal, e na época já fazia tempo já, não era muito bom no inglês, eu dropei. Mas é boa.
Exato. Ah, vamos ver.
Oh, watch out for their leader. He's a big, mean bastard, that one.
Big? No offense, but I've eaten chickens bigger than you.
Says you, fish man. Can you believe the cheek on that one? Thala the Taskmaster, they call him. An ogre, if you can believe it. Only seen him once, myself, and I hope it stays that way. Aye, it is. A shame this one makes such a point of being a waste of flesh.
Adherents ain't welcome around the Pearl District. Mind yourself.
Smile, and you break it, you buy it. Wonder who he crossed. Doesn't take much out here. Those are the papers the Adiran refugees are waiting for. If the militia had any formal instruction, they'd get it here.
No. Nice when the city was still locked up.
Excuse me? What in the God's name are you talking about?
Think about it. Nobody coming in and out. No smugglers to look out for. No more Adirans coming into the city.
You actually kind of have a fair point there.
You're free to pass through the gate now.
Surprised they'll let us walk out of here.
Stop right there! You're
This
gonna
one's mine.
regret this!
Watch the left! Let's see what you got!
What's that?
On your right! Bang it on! Come and get me! Give me a second. Look at this to death. That's it.
We don't sink!
Back in the fight. Next one's mine. Look up, Envoy. Not looking good.
puxa espada, não. É, teia de aranha, treteira, filho, você é louco.
Eu não tô entendendo porque que não tá queimando. Acho que meu bagulho tem que estar no nível maior, se pá. Provavelmente.
Hey! Over here! Going for you! We're setting up! Cover, cover. Nothing like a win with a good team.
No signs of a struggle. Looks like misadventure to me.
É, velho, vou falar pra você, mano. O joguinho é bom, mas é um jogo pesado.
Pesado o quê?
Gráfico.
Obrigado.
Hã?
Cadê Teles? Teles virou um CLT?
Ah, sei lá, velho. Essa porra. Simplesmente tá entrando mais aqui não, velho. Sei por que não.
Aí é foda. Aí é foda, vida. E sigo aqui tentando dropar esse caralho que não volta.
Cara, falar pra você, mano. Se você não tem outros catalisador.
Pior que eu não tenho.
É, se você não tem outros catalisador, não é certeza que você vai dropar esse daí de primeira, tá ligado? Você vai dropar provavelmente os outros.
Envoy. Is it really you? I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel?
Má conduta. Pode cair a má conduta. Último aviso. Acho que é só essas três, pesada.
Homesick already? After what you've been through, I can't say I blame you. But there's work to be done on the frontier. Good work. And I need you here at my side.
Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. Captain Cynric said you have a missive for me from the Emperor. Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. And I can't think of anyone more suited for the job. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. At this point, I can't rule anything out. We're in uncharted waters. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities. Thank you, Envoy. The island is in capable hands. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. Your instincts do you credit. They were paradisans once, law-abiding laborers. Now, they're fugitives and oath-breakers hiding amongst the populace. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open. Something about a labor dispute gone wrong, I think. The Steel Garrote got involved, and it turned quite ugly.
A lot of disputes arise because people here have a strong aversion to being told what to do.
I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the Living Lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisan rebels must face justice. The choice is yours, as will be the consequences. All I ask is that you use your best judgment.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. I can tell you're skeptical, but remember that you're an outsider here, and a lot of Kith aren't exactly thrilled to see so many adherents in their midst.
New weeds, a new beast in the tall grass. Predator or mate?
As you've seen firsthand, you could use some local help, especially if we really are after Paradisans.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a...
Eu já acabei a buscar o tesouro. Calminha aí, vamos olhar a lista. Lápis sem rodar. Certo. Uma placa de limite de velocidade que não tem nem 5 ou 0. Está aqui. A escova de cabelo na sua mãe. Você ganhou. Nossa, qual é meu prêmio? Lápis, uma placa de velocidade. Eu consegui. Eu vou jantar. Alguns têm trilhões de recordados e estarem vendo outros para uma só.
Meu Deus do céu, mereço uma parada dessa, né?
Brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another. I'm sure that a scholar of your prestige is more than capable of self-diagnosis, but time is of the essence. Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it. You'll have tales aplenty, that's for certain. And a long tapestry of battle scars. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Balrog? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
I've always hated spiders.
Hush now. Make her straight.
But, like, the talking is actually going to make this hurt more.
Because it is.
Not the best time, Envoy. Do you know how... Be careful. Be careful.
You think she'd have listened to the veterans. But no. Someone just had... She's lucky to be alive.
Oh, no, you don't. The weapon's not doing the job. Let's see what you got. Come and get me! Your armor's too weak here.
Beyond safe! We're set rock! We're set rock!
Let me catch my breath.
We're set rock! Beyond sync!
Still recovering. Right behind you. I need a minute. I was just getting warmed up.
your guard up. They don't look like the type to negotiate. Quiet as the depths.
Let's see what you got.
What's that rock?
Flank. Time to wrap.
Isak Sabu. What's that rock?
Back on my feet.
What's that rock?
Watch the left. You're a good friend.
This is basically get a kill, then reload to get a damage bonus. And because this is a fusion rifle, you can use this with rate of fire to also become radiant at the same time. When you combine these two buffs,
Calor da porra, adivinha que eu tô comendo? Miojo.
Unseen, unheard.
Foda, né?
What's the target? Aim where? I can't. That's more like it. Best part now. Here we go.
Even here, you can't beat the view.
Little shits! Flying rats! What else are you gonna take?
They've got my crew's swollen nets. The one treasure I have in this world, but no. I can't even keep that. I've climbed rigging for years. It's not like I can't fetch them myself, but... what if the birds knock me off? They're medallions, small, nothing valuable. Sailors in my, alliance. Pick them to identify themselves. Former pirate. You can see how well that's going. You're that envoy, aren't you? The one who was, killed in the street. Yeah. I guess you've dealt with worse. I start looking in high places around the shantytown. I don't know why they line their nests with them, but I bet that's where they are.
Hope you're limber and light on your feet. Oh, and don't mind getting pecked.
Finally, another customer. Come in. Oh, it's you. We've got Eric if you want to have a good time, or there's White Yennefer if you want to forget your name. And there's Worth an Egg, but you don't want that. That's what I give to the rude patrons. They can have the stronger stuff when they're nice to me. Like a charm. You ever want to see a smuggler bow and scrape? Come by when it's more crowded.
Hello? Please, we don't want any trouble.
Who is that, Lovely? I hear unfamiliar footsteps, love.
Visitors, dearest. No one we know. Sorry for that. My husband's recently lost his sight. He's easily confused. Can I help you with something? Oh, Ramay! Yes, of course we know her.
Oh, Ramay! Ah, good soul on that woman. We went through some hard times together.
That we did, dearest. Did Ramay tell you we have enemies back in Adir?
It's true. Only a matter of time before their friends spot us in the city.
We don't want any trouble. Just to live our lives in peace. So, it's time to move on. Only it's not so easy as just walking out the door. First off, we need herbs.
Andra's kiss, the apothecary said. She'll be able to get these eyes back in shape.
Only the apothecary didn't have any. Said it grows by the Eastern Gorge, overlooking the massive skeleton of some beast. Dangerous place. Oh, well, that makes it easy. Ah, thank you kindly. If it's not too much to ask, we also need to get our land deeds for Thirdborn. We bought them through an Almaua broker in the city, but we haven't been able to get them.
Oh, it's a miracle, love.
That it is. Thank you again. We can't thank you enough. There is one thing more, though.
Oh, yes. That.
The smugglers who are taking us out of here, they're beached north of the sea stacks, away from where the Adirans are looking. A lot of the locals have resorted to smuggling because of our control over shipping. And we can't use Adiran ships if we're trying to hide ourselves from our countrymen. The problem is that these smugglers found out we're Adiran.
No, don't like us much.
And they've doubled their price. We had barely enough for the journey before. Yes. I'm afraid we can't pay what they're asking.
And if they knew what we were wanted for, they'd probably charge us triple.
Bloodwine!
Oh, I mean... Oh, shit.
Yes. We're not proud of our past. There's no easy way to say this.
We killed 2 people.
It was a land dispute. Things got out of hand. There was a fight.
Ha! More than one?
But in the last one, they came at us with knives.
And we were the ones who walked away.
Ran away. Across the ocean.
If everyone in the living lands had to answer for the mistakes of their past, this island would be as empty as the godless left it.
Not everyone sees it that way. And now we spend our days praying to scan that Captain Alfear of the Steel Garrote doesn't find us. Thank you, Envoy.
I wish more of your officials were as understanding. They'd certainly find a warmer welcome.
Aliado foi eliminada. Oi. Pai, coloca aí se já tem embaixo aí.